U7 Buy provides the most convenient, fastest, and safest way to upgrade your team with numerous positive reviews and verified by top creators from different countries with 24/7 online customer support. Now you can enjoy an extra free coins for every order. Don't miss the opportunity for up to 4 million free coins. Use my code Inception for another 8% off. Okay, guys, so we have Camavinga to check out. We can try him out. Rollbacks, you don't really have to test out too much. It's really simple. Like when I did the reviews for like Denzel's card, it was pretty quick to like tell that he was pretty meta during that time period. But CDM, yeah, we could try him out CDM. He has both anticipated intercept, which are big ones. Incisive is really good in the midfield. And then he has a rapid too. See, the thing is about this card is that he's kind of formatted for a fullback. All 4 of those playstyles are very relevant because if you look at his other playstyles, they still gave him bruiser and stuff too, right? Still has a block, still has a jockey. Rapid, I feel like I utilize more in the side positions, right? Or just running after something. So if it's a fullback that, you know, maybe I actually want to commit a little bit forward, that's where you would use that part specifically. The thing is, though, is that in this game, this card is not a lengthy on an anchor, right? And in the fullback position, I don't know if I would personally prefer that myself. Maybe the bruiser could compensate a little bit, but they would have to give him a quick step as well. Very similar situation to Kenny Lala when that card first came out, but they gave him a plus for that, right? I think for Futties, aren't there cards nowadays that have like 5 playstyle pluses? I mean, if they do that, they should have just given him the quick step plus. And the thing is that they know this year, they do stuff on purpose, right? But the card still looks pretty cool for what it is, right? He still has passing stuff for the midfield. I could still see him being someone that could definitely be really nice in that position. But a few things here and there definitely could have been really nice. But yeah, we'll try him out a little bit in the midfield area to see if he does like defensive animations and stuff, because sometimes these guys just have special sauce. Like Kobe's card at 120 is like decent, but you could tell he doesn't have special sauce, right? Like maybe he has special sauce, who knows, right? We'll try him out in both positions though and see what the vibes are with this card. That worked out. Dude, it's like they overemphasized certain animations in this game for to prepare for next year. Because, brother, why is she taking so long to wind up the shot, which is one of the things they changed next year? Holy, she took so long there. Crazy. Do I swear that? Okay. Precision, remember, I don't have time finishing on because I have to get used to this game. But definitely would have been a goal. You know what? It's kind of funny, though. Oh, he was just on the right-hand side. I don't know why. That was weird. In midfield, I think I prefer a quick step, to be honest. Just in general, I think I would prefer a quick step over a rapid. I think fullback-wise, it's nice if I commit forward, but... Nothing there. Don't really blame him for that. This game's weird with defending sometimes. Well done. Interception there. Sure thing. You're free. Hopefully that actually works. Yeah, there you go. War responsiveness. Oh my goodness. War and interception. Okay. Cut that off. Okay. Positioning wise, he does position himself the way that he should. Ooh, incisive pass is crazy. And then you have that opening there. But Butcher Guango's not meta or full meta, so that's not going to work out. Just the review account. Just the review account. Oh, nice goal, though. Nice goal, nice goal. When you press the tackle button, he kicks the ball away. That's what I'm saying. There's no consistency to like pressing the tackle button and then just like receiving possession. That's why sometimes you don't even challenge, because you're like, oh, I hope he challenges for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how this game works, man. Let me switch to Camavinga, please. Oh, okay, just let me. It makes me stutter, bro. I'm gonna switch button 3 or 4 times, no chance. I'm just gonna take him out. I'm already annoyed that I don't get the ball there in that situation. His manual defending this game is horrendous. Cursor defending needs to be a thing in this game. I don't know if they're gonna adjust that for next year, but it needs to be a thing. You don't get rewarded for actually knowing what a person's gonna do. It's really stupid. Nice, good stuff. That was like a combination of interception and tackling. Oh, and he stopped running there. That's... You like that? You see how I have my cursor there and he made that pass? That's what should happen every single time. That's how you reward someone manually defending. Oh, that's unlucky. No, dude, again. That counts as an interception? Word. And just wait for the cutback there. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. I'll anticipate there. Oh my god, I'm passing it backwards. Okay. You know, you have to like literally R1, L1 everything in this game. That's why people player lock like crazy, bro. Because the movement is so like... These guys are brain dead, bro. I have to do everything, I'm telling you. I have to do all the movements. First to it anyways. Keep it going. Almost got the cross off there. I'm trying him in that 4-5-1 now. Playmaker on it, I'm pretty sure. Very nice. Go backwards here, yeah. I'm gonna use his Camavinga as highlights too. Might as well. Like that's the forced ones, right? You don't ever really do those through passes. I feel like he's using him as a fullback actually. Can kind of test that out there. There you go. Even we get one with ours too. Should be able to score here. Yeah, it's random, but it passed to the wrong player there. It was a pretty obvious goal, to be honest. Missed the mark there completely. That magnetization, that should happen all the time, man. Especially when you're cursor defending. It's not consistent enough in this game. Ooh, first time pass. Oh, it was a good initial pass, though. Oh, thought I could block that out a little bit there. I'll take that. First time pass. There you go. Of course. Unlucky. Oh, I score with him. Let's go. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, guys. So final verdict on the Camavinga card. So here's the thing, man. When I'm noticing like certain things with a card, and again, I really hope the game is not like this next year because I think it'd be very important. But generally speaking, as an SBC, it's still a good one. These cards, the price is very, 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 very irrelevant. Because it's so easy to collect fodder right now. Like if a card is 1,000,000 coins, I can't be like, hey guys, like unless it's Holland, right? Like if I'm gonna choose where I'm gonna put my fodder towards, as of right now, honestly, it's probably gonna be Camavinga and Maradona. I think those are like the two main ones. With Camavinga's card, I think in the midfield setup, it's just there's only two things meta-wise that I feel like he's missing when you're using him in certain situations, right? One is a quick step plus. I think quick step plus would have been more preferable over the rapid plus, right? Again, this is where I hope it's not as relevant next year because these players should still perform really well. But a quick step plus I feel like would be more relevant because rapid is on the ball stuff when you're running, right? And I feel like you'd be able to utilize that more in the like all four of these playstyles, you utilize more as a left back, but then they removed the potential of lengthy on him. Like you guys know how like a few years ago, he had like I think it was like a shapeshifter or something that was the best left back in the game for like I think a few months, to be honest with you, until they released I think they released like a Captavia card that was really good, right? But Camavinga was an incredible left back, and that was kind of like the hopes with most of the cards this year because when you look at him, right? He has that as a base mechanic thing, right? Where it's like, oh, lengthy with an anchor, and then hopefully in the future you can increase the pace. Like if it's, I forget what it is that does it. I don't really care to know it, but the dribbling, if the dribbling is the reason that takes away from the lengthy, I would genuinely rather have that, right? Because I think that would have added to the card a lot, especially if he had the quick step as well. So those two things together, I feel like would be very important because a lot of the times, right? Like just like this as an example, right? With this card right here doesn't have a quick step, but he's a lengthy on an anchor chemistry cell. And the running animation, the physicality part that you get is a really big deal. So those are the two main things meta-wise that if they were to add, it would have been really nice. Generally speaking, when you use a card like this in your team, you just notice him being a very agile type of player off and on the ball. To be honest, he doesn't even have a press proven on his card. And in a lot of like pressure situations, he still did a really solid job. Maybe that's his physical stats working with his 6-foot height, whatever it is, but it feels like he actually has a press proven on the card, which is pretty cool because in some of those like quick situations, I was able to still do some quick dribbles in certain areas, right? And then the passing is obviously really good on the card. It's a really big variable to work with in the midfield position. A card like this, for me personally, right? So the perfect way of lining him up, in my opinion, is 4-5-1. You know the 4-5-1 tactic that I did like a couple weeks ago? Left center mid, playmaker, because he has passing capabilities with like the intercept and the anticipate, and he doesn't have the shooting. But then in the right center mid position, you have someone like Vitinha, who's your box to box, who has a driven shots to get involved, right? So that's where you would have the balance in the midfield setup. So again, generally speaking, when it comes to like SBCs and which ones you should complete, for me personally, I'm going with Camavinga and Maradona. If you're a rat, Ferdinand could still be good too because of the way that he generally plays with like the speed boost stuff and the rat mechanics, right? But yeah, for like regular football plays, Camavinga is going to be pretty solid because he doesn't have like shooting stuff. Like he doesn't have like a Trivela or a Driven. Like you could still score those opportunities because his shooting stats is in a good area. But because he doesn't have those play styles, that's where I'm like more leaning towards like the playmaker spot. So again, meta wise, it would have been nice if he was lengthy. It would have been nice if he had a quick step, but it's still a good card. I think for the price range with the way that you can get fodder right now, it's still worth it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.